Transform any negative emotions into positive ones. If you want to achieve something that is impossible for you right now, you have to create a mental vision every single day. Let me explain to you by example. So we can assume that somebody has problems with public speaking because his or her mind creates extremely unpleasant feelings in the body. The person is stressed, sick, and exhausted just thinking about public speaking. The body and mind do everything to prevent somebody from doing any act that can help to overcome the fear. Emotions are too strong, and the majority of people just give up. In that situation, people can feel helpless. But they are only emotions, and we know that every emotion can be changed. So how do we do this? Imagine that you have extremely weak muscles. What can you do to build your muscles? First, you have to maintain a proper diet. Second, you have to exercise at least 4 hours per week. Third, you have to be consistent and do this all the time. And after 3 years, you can enjoy your strong and big muscles, but only if you are hardworking and disciplined enough. The same principles apply to our mental muscles. If you don't have any experience with public speaking, but you want to give a speech right now, your mind is fearful. Your mental muscles aren't ready to do this. It is the same if you don't have any experience with the bench press and you want to bench press 200 pounds. It is impossible, but you can do this with a weight that is 20 times smaller in the beginning, and you can add a little bit more weight every single week. And after 3 years, you can bench press 200 pounds. So, how do we prepare our mental muscles? In our case, the negative emotions are 100% an illusion. Why? Because from the logical point of view, there is nothing scary when it comes to public speaking. So the first thing that we have to do is identify why we experience fear. Probably in our minds we have negative unconscious self-talk, like, people can laugh at me, I can forget a text, I was always bad in public speaking. Or if we talk in a non-native language, we can experience fear because our self-talk is, my grammar is poor. What if somebody asks me a question that I don't understand? What if I don't find a proper word? I'm extremely fearful. When we complete the first step, then we have to write down a positive scenario on each negative sentence. Minimum 3 per 1 negative. How can you reframe statement, my grammar is poor? Examples. Grammar isn't the most important in communication. According to the Pareto principle, 20% of grammar is used in 80% of cases. I can improve my grammar every single day. I can use computer programs to correct my grammar mistakes. For example, Grammarly. How can you reframe statement? What if somebody from the audience asks me a question which I don't understand? Examples. Could you repeat? Could you use other words to explain to me because I don't understand? Please explain to me the meaning of the statement which you don't understand. Because I'm not a native speaker. How you can reframe statement? How can you rephrase statement? What if I don't find a proper word? Examples. You can imagine that somebody from the audience will help you with this, that somebody will tell you the missing sentence. You don't have to know every single word, because you can explain almost everything using other words. If you do this with each negative sentence, you can use your imagination. Practice public speaking every day in your head. For a minimum of 15 minutes, you have to imagine the best scenario about your presentation. For example, you can imagine that people give you congratulations, applause, that you are confident on the stage, that they treat you as an expert, that people love you. Create the best mental sensations because everything starts with your head and your mindset. You need a lot of positive mental vision to overcome your fear. If your internal self-talk is negative, you have to replace it into positive. Repeat creating mental scenarios until your self-talk will be more positive for you. When you heal, you will be mentally prepared. Then you can practice public speaking at home. There are a lot of ways to do this. For example, pick a topic and try to answer on that topic. In the beginning, only one sentence about that topic. Later 2, and the next 3. Repeat this exercise until you have 20 sentences per question. By practicing it, you can become an expert in public speaking in a foreign language. Start playing with your imagination. This is a key to success. Please remember, everything comes from within, nothing comes from without. You can apply your imagination to every situation or emotion. But please remember, it's the same like building muscles. You have to be disciplined and imagine every day what you want to achieve. You have to be intelligent enough to reframe everything to your advantage.